Hi, John Marshall, the DrillMaster. Public Health Command in Europe changed commanders recently, and this is just a shot of the video, a still, and I've got the rest of the formation looked just fine. Each of the platoons, or probably companies actually, since they had flags. I got to show you this first. Let me show you this. So this is Training Circular 3-21.5. Now, I just, at the outset, I got to tell you, I can't stand these drawings. They're really nice drawings. I mean, they're just fine. Digital, and that's great. And digital means you can reproduce and adjust and all that. That's cool. That's just fine. And this is for the M4 series of rifle there. And if you want to go and find out the manual of arms for the other rifles, they're listed as annexes in the back. But let me show you right here. I need to enlarge this a little bit more. There we go. The socket, I need to read this slowly. The socket is below the waist and adjusted to ensure that the finials of all colors are of equal height. Now, let's go back to our still image. The socket is below the waist. None of these sockets are below the waist. As a matter of fact, they're higher than the national. So here's the U.S. So Army, Air Force, Space Force, we always say U.S. flag. The Sea Services call it the National, or for short for National Ensign, or they call it the Ensign. Same difference. So let's see, where was 1254 here? I wanted to show you some. Okay, there we go. So let's see if we get a bigger shot. There we go. Oh, perfect. This is great. So now I need to show you something else. And so this I blame you for. Leadership, commander of the color guard, color sergeant. You didn't know this. Why didn't you know this? As soon as you were put in charge of the color guard, there it is. It's in black and white. Now, I don't blame anybody yet, until this starts getting disseminated wider. This is DoD instruction. There we go at the top there. DoD instruction 5410.19, Volume 4, Chapter 5.1, Ceremonial Support, or Chapter 5, Ceremonial Support in Military Service. This is 5.1, Ceremonial Support. And under Color Guard A, you have some information about joint service stuff. But here, this is what we want. Paragraph B, national flag of foreign nations and other organizational flags. So, essentially what this says is, for this change of command, let me scoot this back here. All right. For this change of command, if a local government official wasn't part of the ceremony, a German national government official, the local Burgermeister, somebody else, then and actually going to take part in the ceremony as a speaker or something like that, then don't carry the German flag. Again, you don't do it. And I know this is such a huge paradigm shift. It's definitely for me, because this has been the standard for decades, and I mean decades. Every Army base overseas, throughout Europe, I've been to several. Every Air Force base, I've also been to several, been stationed at a few as well, all throughout Europe. This is exactly what we've marched. The U.S., foreign national, and then the departmental, or here, organizational. And this is the organizational for the medical field with that color there. And the white fringe as well. So there's couple of different things wrong here. So German flag needs to be removed. You can't carry it anymore unless go to the DoD instruction and read it completely. I'll put a link down below where you can read my article on it and then also download the instruction. But also you need to be at close interval. You don't march shoulder to shoulder. Both guards are at right shoulder. That's great. They both have the it looks like 1903s, maybe. Yeah, I think 1903s. You should have slings on the rifles. And here also there's a problem. Since your organizational only comes in that size, most likely because they're expensive to make, and it doesn't come in the larger size. The Army, Air Force, and Space Force can carry the smaller flags, 3x4, on 8-foot staffs, and that's Army and Air Force and Space Force. Then only the Army can carry the 3x4 flags on the 9.5-foot staff. But all flags need to be the same dimensions. So you're carrying a 3x5 American flag, and it looks like a similar length or similar dimensions for the German flag. And again, German flag needs to be removed and never carried again, unless the foreign dignitary is actually there and able to and at such a position to receive honors. But the American flag is too long. It's a 3x5, and it needs to be a 3x4. The U.S. military doesn't carry or display 3x5 flags. So the one exception to that is stateside, when there's the Virginia flag doesn't come in a 3x4. It only comes in 3x5, and I think on a 4x6. So since it only comes in 3x5 at that size, then the 3x5 American flag would be appropriate to carry, and then the 3x4 departmental organizational flag. So several things not working well here, and this is all flag protocol. But then again, going back to the let's see here. There we go. TC. The socket is below the waist, and man, that's standard stuff to know. It really is. So then we have she was speaking. There we go. The flags look great. They really do, and I appreciate that. But and I'm glad that only the organizational is dipping. So many people think that every single flag on the face of the earth needs to dip to the American flag, and national flags don't dip to each other at all. That's an out at sea type of thing, and the U.S. Navy regulations cover all that. We're land based. We don't have to be concerned with that. So, and for color guards, don't dip national flags, either foreign or otherwise. So there's the change of command goes on, and if you want to watch it, it's at Defense Flash News. Here, I'll minimize this. There you go. Defense Flash News down there at the bottom. Public Health Command Europe change of command. So thanks very much for watching. I appreciate it.